All right, this is my audio submission for my interview. After this last race weekend, what did I think about the Vegas race? I think the Vegas race was complete bullcrap. It should not have ended the way it did. It should have been me or the 15 car, maybe even the 50. I think he was running 53 that race. It should have been one of us in victory lane because for the entirety of that race, except for like a segment somewhere towards the middle or the end, it was me or the 15 car leading that race, and me and him had the fastest car. We had we ran the best. We had the fastest lap, but it was the other cars. It felt like the other cars were there just to be there because the real battle, the entire race was between me and the 15 car of Real Deal, who is joining my team, which I plan to own next season. Richard Childress Racing, RCR, in both Cup and Xfinity for next season. So me and him are going to be official teammates next season, and I'm excited about that. But any rivalries brewing, I say absolutely, because I am starting to get fed up with how Crazy has been performing, and I have a feeling that my future teammate is a little how do I say this? I have a feeling he's a little displeased with what what Crazy's been doing this season because or not this season, just this weekend mainly, because he's just now getting into it. But I have a feeling that my future teammate Real Deal is also agitated with what Crazy's doing. I've had incidents with Crazy every race this weekend except for the Arca Menards series All-Star race, which I pulled away a win with. I was out front the majority of the race. My future teammate and I had really good practice times and we ran really well. I pulled away with the win. It was a close battle with Piggy at the end, but I came away with it, and I got me some much-needed points. But that's the only race I didn't have an incident with him with because I didn't get close enough to him because I was out front pretty much the entire race. At Atlanta, I have video footage of him dumping me on the front stretch, and then I got T-boned by my teammate to be Real Deal because he had nowhere else to go. And at in the Truck Series race, I believe this is still under review, but he made a pass below the double yellow line when the gap wasn't there, made a pass below the double yellow line, shoved me and Real Deal up the track, and then sped away with a win. So, and then for Las Vegas, of course, there was the whole thing at the end where we had a restart. I believe I was restarting fourth, if I remember correctly, and I was running high. Didn't make any announcement that he was on the bottom lane, so I went down just a little bit, and then I saw his bumper, so I decided to stay where I was. There wasn't enough of a gap, and this is a recurring theme with him. He'll shove his nose where there's like a half or like 3/4 of a gap, and he'll make the gap regardless of if he shoves you into the wall or if he causes a wreck or not. He doesn't care. So I think that if he keeps this behavior up with this coming weekend or any of the weekends to come or whatever, that there will definitely be a rivalry between at least me. I can't speak for Real Deal, but definitely for me and Crazy. How was Crazy? I kind of just answered that question. He raced like if Carson Hocevar had a major severe concussion and was also impaired. That's the only way I can describe his racing this weekend. But from Atlanta to the incident where he turned me on the front stretch to the pass below the double yellow line at Talladega in the trucks to the wreck on the green white checkered at Las Vegas, it was like there was a 10-year-old behind the wheel of that car, that truck. It didn't matter. It felt like there was somebody who didn't know at all what they were doing behind the wheel, and it shows every I don't want to say every race because, like I said, at Rockingham I didn't have an incident, but yet again I wasn't near enough to him to have an incident. But do I think Crazy will have teammates? If he does miraculously talk himself into getting a teammate to somebody who joins late, they aren't going to stick around too long because I was a former teammate of his. League owner Deathwish was a former teammate of his, and it if he gets a teammate, they won't stick around because I left midway through the season because I feel like I was being raced harder than the competition because in his eyes, it seems like a teammate is just another term for somebody that I need to race hard, like unnecessarily hard. Because I felt like there wasn't any team mechanic. I felt like there wasn't any, like, he wouldn't help me when I would help him. It was supposed to be a give and take when basically it was I would give and he would take. So I don't know. If I had to pick a NASCAR driver that I believe I feel I could compare myself to, past or present, who would it be and why? Um, I would say Ryan Blaney at the moment because I'm always there. Like I'm always somebody you kind of have to worry about, but it shows more at certain tracks. So, but at the rate my cars are going, my cars are getting faster, my cars are getting better. I feel like it would be possibly a 2021 Kyle Larson, and I've been a threat more recently than I have any other time. I can't recall a race at Coda that I didn't win, and I also can't recall any other time I've raced this competitively. So, I mean, I don't know. If I had to pick a YouTuber to join the league, who would it be and why? I agree with Deathwish. I'd say Moobs. He's a very, very fun YouTuber to watch, and when I see his shorts pop up, I always watch his shorts. But I don't know. He's the only really YouTuber that I watch, in all honesty. But if I had to pick or I already answered that question. Anything I want to say to drivers? Real deal. I am looking forward to being under the same theme next season. I'm very excited to have you as my teammate. We run really, really well together. We practice really well together, and we always find a way around almost all the problems we come to. Me and him work really well together as a team. Crazy. I'm going to call your bluff openly. I'm calling your bluff about Texas because Piggy at Texas, specifically Piggy, is the main person that I think I have to worry about at Texas because me and my teammate to be we've ran a couple setups and we found one that we're kind of working with at the moment. We're still trying to get it tweaked just right how we want it, but I know Piggy's a very talented driver and he's going to give you a run for your money if it's even close. But I'm openly calling your bluff about that, and we're gonna see in the show on track if you mean what you said or not. So, and to Death Wish, I'm excited that I'm excited to see how you and Piggy perform. You are both very talented drivers, and I think even though I feel you got lucky at the Las Vegas race because it was just crazy. I don't know what to say. Being a nuisance, I guess, would be the nicest way to word it. Is how I think you sped away with that win. But congrats to you. I look forward to see how we run this weekend at Phoenix, and I look forward to everything else. Piggy, Mr. Piggy, I hope that you race as hard as you possibly can at Texas because I want to see you speed away with a win. And if it's not you, then I want it to be me or my teammate because Deathwish, he's far enough in the points. I feel like everybody else could use points, especially me and my future teammate, because I'm really far behind the points. I know he is as well. I really hope that you pull away with a win, Mr. Piggy. And if it's not you, then like I said, me or my teammate, just be like me and call Crazy's bluff on the whole Texas thing. What are my thoughts on the league? I missed this question. I was over the first time. But what do I think about the league? I think the league's being ran a lot better than it was the last time. I feel like last time it was kind of a crueler, I don't want to say cruel, but kind of unjust, biased, penalty system. But I really like where it's going. I like the schedules. I like how it's being ran. So, but yeah, I like the direction that the league's going, and I can only see it getting better. But that was me, Thunder God. That's my alias. This is Thunder God signing off.